Hey, what's up, guys? This is JBlongz, and I'm back again. Yes, I know it's been a long time. I've been ghosting and coasting, and if you want to know more about that, you can follow me on Instagram. In this video, I'm going to be going through Vocal Synth from iZotope. It's a very interesting and timely plugin. So, there's a lot of features here in this software, and to be honest with you, I'm only going to be using this little small section. All right, everything else there is just kind of icing and sprinkles. And this part right here is the meat of what I use, which basically eliminates, the need for my Banshee talk box for those of you who may have one. The old type style talk box when you had to stick a tube in your mouth and pretty much, speak through that. So this is pretty easy to set up. It's as simple as dropping the vocal synth on your vocal track and you immediately have access to most of these other effects. But to get the special type of talkbox effect that I use, you'd have to know the basic routing of your DAW. So basically in Ableton or Pro Tools, which is simple, I take my plugins and I route the audio to the track that Vocal Synth is on. And then in Vocal Synth, I enable this SC button, which stands for sidechain. So now what that does is allow my external instruments, whether they be plugins or hardware, basically to be the carrier. For those of you familiar with the vocoder term, a carrier would be the original signal, and then the modulator would be what changes the signal. So the synths will be the original signal, and my mouth, my vocals will be the modulator. Basically, the movements of my mouth will change the sculpture of the synth sounds. So let's hear like the type of stuff that you can do with this.
This is Vocal Synth, and I'm singing it live with my MIDI controller. Yeah.
Now this is where Vocal Synth gets very interesting, especially in electronic music. You can use your mouth to determine the type of filter changes or the vowel changes, which kind of disguise as a filter cutoff. So with this style, you can make your own type of dubstep sounds. And I'll give you an example of that with just a little basic beat.
Yeah. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, 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 wow.
So you get an idea of just how fun, how creative this process can be using Vocal Synth. Again, I'm only using the talkbox section of this plugin. You can find other videos talking about the Polyvox, the CompuVox, and the vocoder. But for me, the price of admission alone for the talkbox was worthy. That is exactly the gap I was looking to fill. So here I have Silent and Omnisphere, and I'm going to stack them together to create the perfect type of bass synth.
It's about to go down. 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 Tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. Tell me, girl. Tell me, baby, girl. You know I'm coming through. Coming through. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you wanna do. Tell me, baby girl. Baby girl, you know I'm coming through. You should let me show you all. You should let me show you all. Eggplant. You should let me show you all. You should let me show you all. Eggplant. Wow, 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 wow.
So that is my demonstration of vocal synth. I've seen a lot of demos out there since the release, and none of them really addressed this type of usage. So I just thought I'd fill that gap, do iZotope a favor, and do yourself a favor. Go to iZotope.com, download the vocal synth demo, and see what you can do. All right, this is JBlongz signing off.